Today in Hypixel Skyblock, I want to take a look at how much money we're making by being AFK, and more specifically, being AFK on the garden. And as you might know, you can also get copper from doing trades. So I got curious to know if this is actually profit for us to trade them, because, well, my current journey is to get the spacemen to visit us, and I have done over 3,300 trades already, which by the way is kind of insane considering that they come every 15 minutes per one. And well, I went AFK for quite a bit to calculate how much is the average price of copper or obtaining the copper, and then how much could we sell it potentially back for. And well, the results are actually somewhat interesting, but plus on top of that, of course, I do have also booster cookie consumed. Because if you didn't know, consuming booster cookies, depending on your fame rank, is actually profitable. So for instance, in my case, I'm not sure what's the average profit per cookie, but it's quite a bit because, you know, we have the auto share rank, and obviously, you know, you can buy the booster cookies off the bazaar, or of course, you know, a bit pay to win method, which is through the hub. And if you guys do actually end up purchasing anything on the store, you can use code PowerOwner. It does support me a lot, so really thank you to everyone that's used the code. But we're not gonna focus right now on the booster cookies, which we'll talk about a little bit as well, but instead we're gonna talk about the copper, and I'm gonna tell you if it's profit. So I have AFK'd right now about 13,000 copper. We have in recent video we actually spent like 69,000 copper, to me realizing that we make close to 500 million coins off that, by the way, which is crazy. But how much is one copper costing? All right, are you ready to see the ultimate research paper on the copper price? Boom. Alright, yeah, I did a few trades, and of these trades, as you can see, we spent on an average about 2 million for every 6 visitors, and the amount of copper that we caught is right here, and that's the price per copper. So this means that average copper price is about 8.7 thousand coins. Obviously, you can get lucky in this case, which I actually did on stream. We got for 2.8,568 copper, which is really good compared to the rest of it. It's funny that I did it on stream. Were admins watching us and giving us more copper? Well, I don't know, man, but it's definitely sus that the rest of them were not that good of a trades. But how much is the value of copper? Well, it's actually a little bit hard to calculate, because if we go into SkyMart, one of my favorite books is probably Dedication and Green Thumb. Green Thumb is definitely a very good one because, I mean, it costs 1,500 copper and you can get about 8.1 million out of it. So if we take that into consideration, then it would be about 5,400 per copper, meaning that we're losing about, you know, 3,000 coins per copper. However, things get more interesting once we start combining them. So let's go ahead and actually purchase 2 Green Thumb books. So we should be actually having a value of about 16 million, right? But if we go back to our island and go ahead and combine these books, well, things take an interesting turn. So let's go over here. Boom, boom, boom. Nope, wrong anvil. Boom, boom, and kabam. Green Thumb 2, it's now worth 18 million. So if we go ahead and do 18 million divided by 3,000, as you can see, the copper value is now 6,000, meaning that we're slowly getting closer to breaking even, which is amazing. Let's go ahead and actually combine it one more time, I think. I'm curious to know if we combine it to level 3, would it be even better? Let's find out. So let's buy another 2 of them. Boom, boom. So this means that we have already spent 6,000 copper, which actually didn't take us that long to AFK. So let's go back to our island. And moment of truth, if this is gonna make the copper more valuable. So Green Thumb 2 done. And now we're gonna go ahead and make it into Green Thumb 3. And the price is actually, hold up, this might not be too good. So now we have the value of 30,950 divided by 6,000. Okay, this is not good. All right. Can I make it into Green Thumb 4? We're gonna need to spend 6,000 copper more. Let's just test it out, but it looks like Green Thumb 2 books are the best instead of Green Thumb 3. But we're gonna go ahead and spend another 6,000 copper, which means that we're gonna be left with pretty much none. But keep in mind that this also works with dedication books, so we can try that out because luckily it's a bit cheaper. But anyways, let's go back to our island. Time for the beautiful combinations here. Boom. Oh, that's a wrong book. Nope, that's a wrong book. I don't definitely want to do that. Alright, green thumb 2, green thumb 2, and green thumb 3 at moment of truth. If it's gonna be above 65 million, it's gonna be great. Boom. And it's 71 million. Alright, let's find out how much is the price then. So 7109 divided by 12,000. Okay, so it's about close to 6,000 per copper, which is actually pretty decent. So remember the price before of the copper? Well, one copper is 8,723, right? So let's go ahead and see how much it would have actually costed us to make it right there. So boom. And that's gonna be 104 million. So we lost about 30 million coins, which is actually somewhat alright considering that, you know, at the end of the trades, it's not fully a loss because, you know, obviously we do get some copper out of... I want to say copper, nice. Obviously we get copper, but we also get farming XP and garden XP, and looks like we also get bits, which is pretty good. So it's not full loss in my opinion, also considering that the more trades we do, the better our farming fortune gets. Plus we might get a spaceman visitor, but by the look of things, it's definitely not that good. But what if the dedication book is slightly better? So let's find out. Let's go into here and let's spend 1,000 copper and let's see how much is the copper valued at. So back to combination. Oops, you're on not on Skyblock. Where am I then? Please answer me. Anyways, it's time for the combinations. Dedication 2 is gonna be 3.1 million, so actually really good dedication 2 already. But is it gonna be dedication 3 above 6 million? Let's find out. Boom, boom, and it's gonna be actually less. So it looks like dedication 3 is also worse than dedication 2, which is interesting. But considering this price, so 5 million divided by 1,000, it's 5.5k copper. So it looks like that's the average price per copper, meaning that you're gonna be losing some money, but at least you make quite a bit of money back with the trades, which is actually good to see because I never did the maths considering if I'm actually making any money back, but it looks like we're making pretty decent money, which is obviously good. But as I mentioned earlier before, the one thing that we also have consumed is booster cookies, and the booster cookies I think help us to kind of break even here. So with one booster cookie, we are getting about 9,121 bits, and the easiest way to calculate if your cookies are profitable is see how much bits you can get per cookie and divide it by, for instance, god potions. So we could get 6.08 god potions, and 6.08 times 1.5 million is 9.12 million coins. And right now one booster cookie price is 7.6, so 9.1 minus 7.6 million, so it's about 1.5 million profit. Lovely. And for anyone wondering where I got the 1.5 million, because I think that's the current lowest price for god potion. Lowest price, oh, it's actually even more. What? It's 1.66. So technically we would be even making more money. 6.08 times bro, I cannot type 1680. So we would actually make about 10.2 million per cookie, which is amazing. But yeah, as mentioned, one of the reasons why I'm AFKing here is trying to get the spaceman helmet, and hopefully it's gonna happen soon. But this is one of the easiest ways for me to AFK and actually make some money back, not all losing it. And if you're wondering if it's worth to AFK the visitors, well, hopefully this video is gonna help you decide on that. But definitely consume the booster cookie as well if you're AFKing, because, well, as you can see, this is the only thing profitable here. And of course, don't forget about different areas like you know, the cat, because cat is another place where you can get profit. If you drop a pet in there from epic to legendary, often wolf pets are profitable. Or of course, let's not forget about the warp forge, which is another area where you can drop items in and typically make a profit by just crafting them, because you know they're time consuming and people ain't got time for it. So people are gonna buy it for a little bit higher price, which is nice. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.